Eddie, it's the first time we've had the chance to have a natter with you post-World Cup. How have you been? What have you been up to?
Well, you go through a bit of a grieving period. Probably lost a bit of enthusiasm for the game for a short period of time. But now I'm back, had a good holiday, ready to go.
Did it take long to rediscover the love?
Not long, not at all.
And ahead of this Six Nations, you've set yourself a hefty target. You and the group want to be...
Yeah, we want to be the greatest team the game's ever seen. There's been occasions where we've played rugby close to that.
The semi-final is an
yeah,
example.
But the test of a great team is one of those teams that does it sustainably.
The bunch of blokes you took to the World Cup final was the youngest bunch
Yeah.
to ever get there, and it's just got younger.
Yeah.
You've got some good young players coming through, haven't you?
But that's a massive opportunity for us. One of the things I did when I came back, I went out and watched a couple of club games, and I saw young Furbank and Dingwall and Moon for Northampton. I thought, how exciting is this? Then we found a few others, and it's a great bunch. You know, if I look at that, of all the Six Nations squad we've picked, this is the most exciting squad we've put together.
But the likes of Sam Simmons and Alex Donbrandt have been talked about. What more do they need to show to start to get the invitation?
Yeah, they're good players. I spoke particularly to Alex about there's parts of his game that he needs to work on, and he'll do that, and Sam Simmons similarly.
No Billy Vunipola. How might that impact on the way we see England play over the next couple of months?
It will affect selection. Sam and Ben particularly fitted very well with Billy as a 6, 7, 8, but Billy not being there will affect the composition of that back row, so we need to look at that carefully.
And the composition of 4 and 5 as well, because
Yep.
there's no obviously big ball carrier in that back row at the moment.
100%.
So what are you thinking?
We're getting to a resolution. We had our first couple of days with the coaches all together, and we had a good discussion about what our best 15 is. So we're gradually coming to a good decision, I think.
How have you reflected on what's been going on at your old club over the last few months?
Yeah, look, I feel for them. They've made mistakes, and they're paying a price, a hefty price to pay. But they've been a club that's produced a lot of good players, and for me as the England coach, I'm thankful for the players they've produced, and I'm sure they'll work out a way to go forward again and be a great club for England.
And you'll still have mates there. You'll long history with the likes of Nigel Ray.
Yeah, known Nigel for a long time, and I feel for him. I know how much he's given to the game and how much he wants England to do well. He's one of the most supportive club owners, and it's sad that he'll be remembered as a guy that has been involved in this sort of salary cap scandal.
Can you pick players who are playing in the Championship next season? Can you pick players maybe who are playing in the top 14?
I went to Jersey a couple of weeks ago.
Nice place.
Nice place. So I'm happy to go down there and watch a game.
What do you think? Give us an idea. I mean, can you play in the Championship and play Test rugby?
Look, we don't know, and that's not something we need to decide now.
You must have thought about it, Eddie. You must have given it some thought.
And when it comes up, we'll make a decision on it.
What are you recommending to the club when you talk to Mark McCall?
Well, again, there's some reflection that needs to be made. They need to make a decision on what they want to do, and the players obviously have a role to play. So it's more about probably the three parties sitting together and working out a plan for each player.
Finally, how are you going to integrate those Saracens players into the England squad? What are those conversations going to be like?
If they've got any problems, they need to bring those forward. If other players have got problems, they need to bring it forward and just have proper conversations, get it out on the table, and because there's always a solution. And the great thing for us is we've got 35 players coming there who are all desperate, who are all absolutely wanting to be at their best for England.